everyone, I'm Holly with Missouri for Soap, and today I'm continuing my Rainbow Extravaganza, and I'm making an unscented rainbow. So the first thing I'm going to do is add in the coconut milk. I'm going to get that blended in. I'm going to tap out the air bubbles. And now for the lye solution. I'm going to go ahead and get this blended up. I'm going to attempt to carefully fill each one of these cups up. I have my colors already blended in. I picked my square one so that I would have more of a pour area. Let's see, I guess I'll leave the spatula in this one. Hopefully it won't be a problem. Making a mess. So I'm just going to stir these up, focusing on the bottom and making sure I kind of scrape around at all of those edges down there. So I will be pouring, well, let's do it this one. I'll be pouring out this corner. So I want the colors as they kind of come out and mingle to kind of complement each other if they blend. So I'm going to put the yellow here. And the orange here. I'm going to do green. I have no idea if this is actually going to work like I want it to. I'm a little concerned about the orange and the purple being next to each other. So I may not have thought this through as thoroughly as I thought I did. Got the pink here. And the blue here. We're going to give this a try and see what happens. Well, that looks quite beautiful. I think it turned out pretty good and didn't mix too much. So what usually happens when you mix the color in the cup, can really concentrate, which I still see that it has. So I'm trying to stir up the rest of these little bits of soap in with their color that's down there. Now I'm trying to think of how I want to do this. Let's get kind of swirl if I can. It's kind of thickening up a bit. Alright, so I'm going to try to lightly swirl this, and I'm hoping I don't completely regret it. I'm not going very far in. I just want it to be these lines on the top. Probably should have gotten a thinner stick. Oh well. I rarely think out these top swirls very well. I always think they're going to be amazing, but that's just not my it's not my style to have amazing swirls on the top of soap. I just give it a little bit more of a swirl because I didn't like how those flat layers were. I don't swirl enough like this to really, you know, envision what's going to happen. So we're just going to do this and call it good. And I feel like it did improve it some. So here we have the unscented rainbow soap, and I actually think it looks pretty good. Alright guys, let's see you back here for the cut. I am back to cut this unscented rainbow soap, and it's looking super delightful. That orange is being kind of extra, I think. It's a little bright, a little brighter than anticipated. So I'm having a cutting marathon today, as you'll have heard a million times, it will probably feel like. I kind of waited to cut all my soaps until I could have some time to dedicate to videos. So I'm doing a cutting marathon today, and I'm expecting this one to be so hard that I struggle to cut it, but we'll see. It's a little hard, it's actually not as bad as some of the others, so yay. So this is still an edge, so a lot of the design's going to come swirling across the edge. And that's just part of working in a big slab. It'll be a little bit different for each bar. Like this one doesn't have a lot going on right there, but it's still going to be a delightful bar. This top is just super pretty. I was quite concerned that I had muddied it up. And it is a hint muddy in some places, but gosh, look at that one. Isn't that pretty? I love that. I love it. It's a little tacky inside still, so that's helping. Oh, look at this piece. Isn't that nice? Gorgeous. Clean off my wires here a little bit. And then I'm just going to cut a bar from here. Oh wow, that's kind of neat. How that one kind of ended up completely cut with almost two different designs going on. That's a fun bar. I like it. So these next two will be inside loaves from the slab. So those are usually what I consider the most desirable ones. Oh, this is so pretty. I always slide this down to get an end cut because the ends aren't always the most gorgeous pieces. But we use those for samples, so it works out. Oh wow, that's pretty. I really like that. Looking good. Nice. Unscented soap still has a little bit of a scent. It's just kind of a clean and milky scent, but it's not completely free of scent completely. Wow, that's kind of a neat look. A little different. So I did realize that I did not make one soap this year, and that's sparkle fruit salad. And I don't know what happened with that thought process. I would have had to have blended in a new fragrance for it, but that's usually no problem. But I completely forgot about that one for this year. But we have a lot of other fun things coming on, so I think it'll be fine. I don't think it's going to be a problem. So my main goal now at this stage, being July, is to get all the wax melts made and focus on scrubs and, oh goodness, focus on some scrubs and bath bombs and wax melts and just, you know, whatever I'm doing to accompany all these soaps in the Rainbow Extravaganza. Oh, that's kind of fun. So, yeah. Lots to do still. Oh wow, this one's awesome. Look at this. Isn't that just the coolest? So not only does it have this here, but it's got a lot of swirl here and then another little, I don't know what I should call that design, but anyway, you get the general idea. So these are going to be just super great for people who want to participate in the Rainbow Extravaganza, but they don't use fragrance, or just anybody who likes unfragrant soap to start with. Even if you can use fragrance. That's who I am. I'm in that category. It's kind of neat. So there we have the unscented rainbow soap for the 2020 Rainbow Extravaganza. Let's swing this tray around and lay these out so that they can be drying. And then these will be beveled, and we don't plane these, but they'll be beveled for samples. Always got to come through here in the middle and get that arm underneath because this is heavy. So there we have it. Alright guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye.